Hey, what's going on? This is a direct video response to Sports Talk Extra. In his video about does Tom Brady still have his clutch gene? This is a very interesting topic. I've been thinking about this a lot myself lately, and I have to say I agree with you to an extent. I'm going to explain why. Do I think Tom Brady still has the clutch gene, his, ability to take over a game, ability to change a game, ability to bring a team back when they're down, all that good stuff. Um, I do somewhat agree with you on what you brought up in 2008, I believe, when he had that huge leg slash knee injury. I think he tore his ACL, some shit like that. And he was gone for the year. That was the year that Matt Castle took over. Um, I mean, it may have affected him over the years, and maybe it has affected him now. But I mean, I would say there's a slim chance of that. That's just my opinion. Um, I think a thing we have to take into account is that the team that we have right now is inconsistent. It's up and down every week. It's great one week, it sucks the next week. And I'll admit, like Brady doesn't seem like he's the same. I mean, obviously we can go back to the Seahawks game. They had that game in the bag until the fourth quarter. Brady made some mistakes. The defense made a lot of really stupid mistakes, and I also think it came down to a lot of the play calling by Josh McDaniels. I thought he made a lot of bad play calling in that game, but you know, we'll just say it was Brady's fault and it was the defense's fault because you know I mean, it wasn't like it was like we were up by a lot, but we were up by enough to win, and we still lost. I think Brady, to me, he's still one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Always will be. He's a Hall of Famer. We've made the playoffs the past couple of years. We've come up short. You go back to '07 when we had undefeated. We blew it in the Super Bowl. You can blame that on Brady. You can blame it on the whole team. But I mean, to go back to the Seahawks game, I mean, if even if Brady sucks and he threw those interceptions, our defense still could not stop the Seahawks offense in that fourth quarter. For whatever reason, they couldn't stop them. They couldn't stop the ball, they couldn't stop the run, they couldn't stop anything. And I thought, that loss was as a whole team. It wasn't just Brady. Um, but I mean, I think over the years our defense has obviously not been the same. I mean, since those Super Bowl years, 2001, 2002, 2003, whatever. Um, you know, but from then till now, I mean, all the guys we had back then, I mean, Rodney Harrison, Teddy Bruschi, Mike Vrabel, Ted Washington, Richard Seymour, Kevin Falk, Troy Brown. We had Deion Branch in his prime, David Patton. Who else? We had, the best kicker of that time, which was Adam Vinatieri. I'm Steven Gostowski's. I still don't trust that guy at all. Um, but all the guys we had back then that we don't anymore. I mean, obviously guys are going to get older, they retire, they move on. But I mean, collectively, those years were arguably the best years of Brady's career. But we also have to remember that we had the best defense in Patriots history, in my opinion. Of it wasn't just one person; it was the whole team, and that's what football is. You have to win as a team. It's not just one person. Like it's not like basketball where one guy can take over a game and win a game and bring a team back. I mean, yeah, like Brady could have a great drive, get us a couple touchdowns, but then if our defense doesn't play at all and doesn't show any effort, doesn't do anything, and doesn't do what they're supposed to do, then we're not going to win games, and that's what has sort of been happening. It's been the trend over the past 6 games where our defense will play really good and then they'll play really bad. So my point is Tom Brady is a great quarterback, but over these next couple of games, if the same thing happens with the Seahawks, obviously, if he still makes those mistakes, I'm not going to hold him accountable for those mistakes, obviously, if we lose the game, because if our defense can't stop them, then it's on the defense and it's on Brady. Um, but his ability to still, lead the team if they're down in the fourth quarter. I mean, obviously we haven't really seen it a lot lately. Um, Probably for a decent while now, but we still have to remember that yeah, Tom Brady won those 3 Super Bowls, but it wasn't just him. It was the defense we had. I still think Brady can lead this team. I still think the Patriots have a chance to make the playoffs this year if they just get their shit together. The defense gets their shit together. I mean, part of the reason I think Brady has been off because of the offensive line. Obviously he's been getting sacked a lot over the last couple of games. Not recently, but the offensive line, that's another thing that's been inconsistent. They're either really good, really bad. And the special teams, still, I don't, Stephen Gostkowski, I don't trust him at all. The only thing that's really looked good this season is our offense. The offense has usually clicked. Obviously, it did everything it could against the Seahawks. The defense didn't hold up. Brady made mistakes, but what quarterback doesn't make mistakes? We all say Tom Brady's this great quarterback. He's never going to make a mistake, but every quarterback does. But I guess that's really all I have to say. But his clutch gene is still there to me. It just hasn't been shown in a while. I still think he can do it. It's just he wasn't put in the right situation to bring a team back. Sunday he had, excuse me, he had chances to do it. He came up short. It's one game. We can't hold him accountable for one game. Um, if this happens a lot, then I'll say, yeah, he doesn't have his clutch gene anymore. That's when I'll say it. But I still think he has it as of now. It's just one game. That's all we have to think of it as. That's all I have to say. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think, Sports Talk Extra. I think it's just one game. And if this continues to happen, then I'll come on here and I'll say Brady lost his clutch gene. But over the last couple of years, maybe it's faded a little bit, but I still think it's there. Yeah, that's it. I'm out.